are doing for you in the car seat. That guy, Dwayne Ashford, making you a fan from your own seat. Since there are no fans in the stands, the U.S. Open this year due to COVID-19. Hey, y'all, you listen to StreetNOW Sports, tennis specifically. But Dwayne Ashford in the car seat. That guy. Well, you guys, we have confirmed the stats between Sloane Stephens and Naomi Osaka, and we were correct that Stephens holds a 2-0 lead over Naomi Osaka. They've played 2 times. The 2018 WTA Finals won by Sloane Stephens in 3 sets, and 2016 Acapulco Tournament won by Sloane Stephens in 2 sets. Dwayne Ashford reporting tennis today for you at the United States Open, the Big Apple Tournament, New York, U.S. Open, played on the Billie Jean King courts, facilities, and Flushing Meadows, New York. 2-0 lead, Sloane Stephens over Naomi Osaka, reported by StreetNOW Sports. Dwayne Ashford. StreetNOW Sports. Tennis, specifically with Dwayne Ashford. The InDaCarSeat. That guy. Commentating U.S. Open Tennis 2020. New York Avenue, Flushing Meadows. I'm Dwayne Ashford. More stats for you on head-to-heads. Osaka versus Williams. I'm going to give you a break here from the sports show. I'm going to give you a little music here to enjoy yourself just for a moment. Take an intermission here. We talk about a lot about tennis. You probably want to take some of that and kind of let it stir in your brain a bit. And why don't you jump up and go grab a glass of wine, a glass of water, or a soda or something. Come right on back to this show within the car seat. That guy. You're listening to StreetNOW Sports, tennis specifically. You're now been taken to part 3 of the StreetNOW Sports, tennis specifically, with Dwayne Ashford, the one and only in the car seat. That guy. I personally do not think it's Coco Gauff's time to win the tournament. I like her ability to move, deep within the draw, but I don't think it's her time to win the tournament. And I'm not sure if I see the maturity yet in other aspects that it takes to be a champion yet for a 16-year-old right now to make it all the way through. So Gauff, I see Gauff going to the 4th round, maybe quarters. I have not placed Sloane Stephens out of my mind. I would love to see that match. I think Sloane would have to pick it up a little bit more and not wait as much or as long when she's playing against Serena. She needs to go ahead and take the shots and put it to her. But it's an intriguing match that's coming up, and that's another one that Serena has to get through. Like I said yesterday, sometimes winners can be winners because you on the other side of the net. Scared to play, thinking they've already won. Well, they hadn't even played yet. Get out there and play like you're supposed to play. Well, the winner that you've already presumptuously accepted as your winner may not even win. So play the game. Get out there to play. Don't just stop. Don't assume they're going to win. And I don't think I think Sloane Stephens has the attitude, the mentality, the strength, the confidence to challenge Serena. So that's another one that Serena will have to get through before she gets to our number one seeded player on the top half of the draw, Karolina Pliskova. We don't want to count out those others, but that's another formidable opponent too that we're waiting to see how she plays before we talk about her. She has a booming serve, booming and accurate. And if Serena happens to get a chance to play against Pliskova, then her fitness will play a role. See, Pliskova, she can hit a serve in the corner and then take that big old long, tall arm of hers. She's a tall player, and she can swap it right on over to the right-hand side. If you have a little too much out of shape a little bit, then you might have a hard time getting to the other side of the court. And then you have to get back to the other side of the court too. All that can happen on the serve. I'm Terry Ashford. We're speaking now on StreetNOW Sports. Bring you another intriguing match to look forward to. Sloane Stephens versus Serena Williams, the bottom half of the draw. Surprising head-to-head stats coming up for you between Sloane Stephens and Naomi Osaka. You would be surprised. We're going to go ahead and deliver these stats that we're finding. Not sure if these are the latest stats, and we're going to update it, but it appears that Naomi has played twice. It looks like that Sloane Stephens has a 2-0 head-to-head against Naomi Osaka. What does that mean? That means if Sloane Stephens gets through Serena Williams and has to play Naomi Osaka, then Sloane Stephens would have the upper hand. Surprising stats on head-to-head. Dwayne Ashford here, the InDaCarSeat, that guy, and you're now been taken to part 4 of StreetNOW Sports, tennis specifically, with the InDaCarSeat, that guy himself, Terry Dwayne Ashford. May have never beaten Sloane Stephens. So while we are looking at Naomi Osaka going against Coco Gauff, or Serena Williams, or Venus Williams, Naomi Osaka might be more worried about Sloane Stephens. Should we say? Well, we don't know. We're going to see. I'm Terry Ashford. We're going to bring you more as we find out more, and particularly about the surprising head-to-heads. More to come on the head-to-heads from StreetNOW Sports, tennis specifically. With Terry Dwayne Ashford in the car, see that guy. You see, Terry Dwayne Ashford here, StreetNOW Sports, just giving you a little knowledge here about tennis. And what you may not have seen is that champions sometimes it can be about who makes it through. You see, if Serena beats Sloane Stephens, then that might give Naomi Osaka on the other end waiting an upper hand. You see, because Naomi could be thinking in her brain, oh my gosh, I don't think I've beaten Sloane before. So we cannot hope Serena wins. Well, Sloane Stephens has something to say about that. That's what I'm saying. Well, and that's what we're doing here. We're hyping up the situations so that Sloane Stephens won't be counted out before. See, Sloane has to make it to the position and the place and to the match and to the round to play against Serena in order to show that she can do what she did in Australia again and could even take on the title. And but we're looking at the past players too. You know, players do get better. They get better as time goes on. A player yesterday may not be the player today. And that's what we're saying here. We've looked at the tactics of play between Naomi Osaka and Sloane Stephens. And I can see, I can see some gaps there in how Sloane sneak through. Yank it out the hands of the two-time champion. Naomi Osaka has won 2 Grand Slams, Australian Open and the U.S. Open back-to-back. Sloane Stephens is the U.S. Open champion, one-time U.S. Open champion. So this could be a chance too. We could have another rivalry brewing, and that makes it fun for tennis, especially without the fans in the stands. You got to be your own fan out here. That's what we here are doing for you. InDaCarSeat, that guy, Dwayne Ashford, making you a fan from your own seat. Since there are no fans in the stands at the U.S. Open this year due to COVID-19. Hey, y'all, you listen to StreetNOW Sports, tennis specifically. But Dwayne Ashford, InDaCarSeat, that guy. Well, you guys, we have confirmed the stats between Sloane Stephens and Naomi Osaka, and we were correct that Stephens holds a 2-0 lead over Naomi Osaka. They've played 2 times. The 2018 WTA Finals won by Sloane Stephens in 3 sets, and 2016 Acapulco Tournament won by Sloane Stephens in 2 sets. Dwayne Ashford reporting tennis today for you at the United States Open, the Big Apple Tournament, New York, U.S. Open, played on the Billie Jean King courts, facilities, and Flushing Meadows, New York. 2-0 lead, Sloane Stephens over Naomi Osaka, reported by StreetNOW Sports. Dwayne Ashford. StreetNOW Sports, tennis specifically with Dwayne Ashford, the InDaCarSeat, that guy. Commentating U.S. Open tennis 2020, New York Avenue, Flushing Meadows. I'm Dwayne Ashford. More stats for you on head-to-heads. Osaka versus Williams. I'm going to give you a break here from the sports show. I'm going to give you a little music here to enjoy yourself just for a moment. Take an intermission here. We talk about a lot about tennis. You probably want to take some of that and kind of let it stir in your brain a bit. And why don't you jump up and go grab a glass of wine, a glass of water, a soda or something. Come right on back to this show with InDaCarSeat, that guy. You're listening to StreetNOW Sports.